today we are at the ABKC office here. Go ahead and introduce yourself to you people.
Hi guys, I'm John Enerva. I'm from the Philippines. I'm here right now at the ABKC office. I'm about to judge a show tomorrow hosted by Sean Curtis Jackson, right? So I'm so excited. I'm hoping to meet a lot of people tomorrow, and yeah, and this will be my second show in 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I came from California. I did Lights Out Bully Fest with Baker Bullies. I was hosted by my good friend Frankie and Donna Ruiz. So yeah, I had that experience like basically almost a week ago. So I'm looking forward for the East Coast experience.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. You had a West Coast experience, right. Now you get the monsoon East Coast experience.
Yeah, it's different. It's been raining since I came, since I arrived. So yeah, it's different, but yeah, I'm looking forward to everything tomorrow.
Before we really get into everything, could you give a little bit about your background?
Oh yeah, I first owned a bully probably like 2003 and 4, but the bully movement in the Philippines started probably as early as like 2001. We were like one of the first country who are fortunate enough to like own the old school razor's edge blood. If you're familiar with short shot blood, we had direct short shot bullies imported by Mr. Arlon Berberabe. He's from Cali. He's Filipino living in Cali, and he was hooked into bullies. So once he started like sending those bullies to the Philippines, and all of us who originally like were hooked into pit bulls, we were like introduced to the new style of bullies. So that's where we all got started. So we owe it to like Arlen and his crew. So I'm like, we have an exposure for more than 10 years for the American bullies. We started with Razor's Edge, and then finally after a few years, we had a few Gotti lines that entered our country. So yeah, that inspired me, and then I was then probably like 10 years ago. I was starting to like work, and didn't have enough cash to like import my own bullies from the United States. So I relied on local bullies. Some of them like they were like breed to this imports, and then some of them don't have papers at all. So we started with non-papered bullies.
Oh wow!
Because we can't really, register them because the dams would be like non-papered, and then the sire would be papered. So, but eventually I was able to like save, and then I first owned my first bully probably 2004. It was a female. I named him Miss Kelly.
Miss Kelly.
Yeah, it's a pure razor's edge bully. But the funny thing about it is like, she was the runt of the litter. She was like overshot and everything. And then she didn't really look good when I got her. But eventually she gave me the best litter I could ever ask. I bred her to a famous like stud in the Philippines, and then I got the best leader I could ever ask for. So that first breeding, was my lucky charm. And from then on, I was like continue to breed and breed. So that what got me started to bullies. And yeah, thanks to Arlen, he inspired us to like love American bullies. So yeah, we owe it to him, and we never looked back.
Let me ask you, what was the first bully that really caught your eye that's like, wow, this is what I really love right here?
Yeah, there's this dog that came from Cali named Makaha. 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 It's like if we like translate that to the Filipino language, it could mean it's like a big, or it sounded like it's big. Anything that is big, when we say kaha, it's like the overall like package of something. So it has a big package. So whenever the time came when I saw the photo of Makaha where he was like standing in a grass, the beautiful view, and that's the time I said, I gotta own this type of dog, because I used to like Rottweilers, I used to like other breeds, but when I saw Makaha, damn, I said, this is my breed. So yeah, Makaha is razor's edge, and it's an import from Cali. I think the bloodline, particular specific bloodline, would be like Top Shata kennel before. I don't know if you still remember that, but it has the blood.
I gotta ask you, right now in the Philippines, would you say the American Bully is the most popular dog, or is it getting close to that?
I would say it's getting close to that. I tell you, every month we have like 3 shows. Cause
Wow.
yeah, you see, it's different in the Philippines. You know, since we cannot afford to have a regular ABKC show, maybe maximum of 3 shows a year for ABKC, since we need to like spend a lot for judges and spend a lot for trophies and everything. So I can manage probably 2 shows per year, 2 to 3 shows, but we maintain a local club. We actually have like several local clubs in the Philippines that runs shows. So I'm like, I used to be the president of the National Pitbull Terrier Club and Philippine Bully League, and I go to like different provinces in the Philippines, driving a long drive, riding airplanes to go to different provinces, different islands, because Philippines is a big island country separated by water. So yeah, what I did was like to have affiliates each province, wherein they will be the host for us, the mother club, the NPTC PBL, to go to their provinces and hold local shows. It's like a fun show, but the standard is based on ABKC. So it's like whenever there is ABKC show coming, we're ready, because every month we're doing the show. You know what I mean? So it's like we're never gonna be like we're always show-loving people in the Philippines. So it's getting big, and I'm telling you, we're about to like probably like declare it. It's the most popular dog in the Philippines right now.
How are the shows over there in the Philippines?
We average probably every show in our club. We probably average like 50 to like 80 dogs per show. We have local judges. Those judges, I was able to like, some of them I was able to train, because like 2 years ago I was named as an ABKC international judge. So whatever learnings or whatever wisdom I got from ABKC and from the people that inspired me, I was able to convey it to them. So those people that, of course, we chose people with reputable, names, and with good reputation, reputable breeders, and who are willing to learn and exert time and effort in going to places in the Philippines to judge. Because we both know judging is not really that as easy or as glamorous as people think. Because we need to travel, we need to spend a little money to be wherever we need to be. So yeah, we got clubs, we got our own trophies, we got our own affiliates that supports the club. So every month, almost every month, twice or thrice a month, we got shows. So whenever Dave or other judges from America or from Spain or from Mexico comes, we're ready. So I'm very in summary, for our local bully scene, we're there. We're not like we're getting this. I mean, we're soaring high in our country, and there's no slowing down us. There's us will never slow down.
Before we talk about the Asian market,
Mhm.
what inspired you to want to become a judge?
Okay, first of all, at first I wanted to be the first one to really host a big ABK show. You see, a while ago I told you about us being exposed to razor's edge bullies like back probably 2001 and 2002. But what's shocking is like it was only 2 years ago that we had our first ABKC show. It took us like a decade before we had the first official ABKC show in the Philippines. The reason would be, I'll be straightforward, the cost. We didn't have enough like budget to bring people in our country. But when I finally was able to like talk to Dave on a personal note, and then I told him the real situation, he was kind enough to assist me on having the first show, which happened like January of 2 years ago in Manila. So from then on, I probably was like inspired because I wanted to continue. Because I'm really a dog person. I mean, I could go to any show and then just watch dogs. I mean, any other breed, because I'm a dog lover. So regional, I'm that. But the thing is, I also know for a fact that if I won't do the extra mile for this breed, maybe we will not go to the direction that we wanted to originally. So being a host is there. I could do that. But what more can I do? I ask myself that. And the answer is, let me be a judge. And I contacted Dave and how to be a judge. I asked him how to be a judge. And then I was able to satisfy all the requirements. Yeah, it's different because I'm from overseas. It's different. But I do have a lot of champion dogs in our country. All our standards are based from ABKC. And then I did this apprenticeship to, I apprenticed to Marcos Suarez previously as a senior judge, and then Roberto Guzman. And then after that, I went to Indonesia to apprentice again. So it wasn't really just, some people might say it was handed to me because I was old. No, I did my thing. I took the written test and I went to other countries to apprentice. And then finally, after the test, once I passed it, they handed me the recognition that I'll be an international judge. So as a host now and as a judge.
I gotta ask you, learning under your apprenticeship, what was one of the biggest things you learned while under the apprenticeship?
Yeah. Good thing you asked that, because previously we only based it on whatever we watch in videos and what we read online or in the books. But once a judge really tells you what you need to see in a dog and shows it to you on a first-hand basis, it's like, oh, you get to understand more what we are supposed to look for in a dog. Not just the appearance, also the movement and the breed type. So I could say the best thing that I learned from my apprenticeship is that every dog has a different feature, and you cannot rely just by your eyes. Your eyes could fool you, but if you're an experienced judge, you would know what to see, what you want to see, and what you don't want to see. Yeah.
Now, can you talk about the expansion over into the Asian markets? How are the shows there?
Oh yeah. Good thing again that you asked that, because that is what I'm very, very excited for Asia. I mean, I've been to Thailand. First time I went to Thailand, I was there as a spectator, not even a member of any club, but I was there to to like watch the ABKC show there. Um, I noticed that they have a lot of dogs, and they are continuing to show dogs. And then after that, um, I went to Indonesia. Now, for this Indonesia trip, this was my apprenticeship already. So I was exposed to different type of dogs from my own country to Thailand and Indonesia. So I told myself, American Bullies is growing. American Bully is growing in Asia. So that got me more excited. And then currently I am doing some China trips because of them needing me. Yeah, I went to China twice already, just to like teach them how to handle dogs, how to hold shows, ABKC shows, but it's a work in progress. It's slowly developing, not really as fast as I wanted it to be, but as long as they open their arms to ABKC, then I'm more than willing to travel to their country. I am so happy to tell you that few months ago, probably 2 months ago, I was in Indonesia again. So yeah, 3 days ago, Thailand invited me to be a judge there on November 1. And to my surprise, just yesterday, Indonesian people wanted me to come a week after the Thailand show. So we're negotiating on the dates, because I'm like telling them like I will be away from my home for a long time, and I'm still planning to go to nationals, which is like probably 2 weeks after the Indonesia show. So it's gonna be crazy, but you know what? If my services are needed, I'm more than willing to do it. I mean, I will have no problem traveling. I will get exhausted, I'm sure of that. But we're still young, so we're gonna do it while we're young, you know.
Well, I gotta ask you, did you ever think in your wildest dreams that dealing with the American Bully, it would have you traveling around the world?
No, never. Never. To be honest, never. I'm just a person, I'm a very simple person in my country. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not even rich. I don't have that title, whatever. I finished college, that's it. I was a salesman all my life, but never in my wildest dream that this hobby and passion of mine will be the key for me to travel all over the world. So, you asking that? Never. I'm just so privileged and fortunate that I was able to, like, I don't know, work it out with ABKC. But I would probably just also mention about hard work, because I've done a lot of things to achieve what I have right now in my country and in other countries. It's not all glamour and everything. I own dogs. I bred my dogs. I take care of my dogs. I might have a help, but I'm a hands-on guy. I handle my dogs before. So it's like every hour or every sweat that I had before, blood, sweat, and tears before, it's all worked out. I'm here right now, so privileged with, I'm here in the ABKC office, and I can't ask for anything more, except I'm working hard for the Philippines, for the Asia, and I hope we can inspire more people to like promote this American Bully, because to me it's the best breed in the world.
I really appreciate your time today, and thank you so much. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Oh, I gotta ask.
Yeah.
You know, being a judge and everything, you know, how is it to take criticism sometimes?
Oh, there's a lot of ways that You can deal with it. First, some people would ask you right there and there during the show. Some people would message you through Facebook. Some people will even talk to you or mention to you their problem, but will talk it over with other people. So you'll hear it through the grapevine, as so they say, right? So you know what? How I deal with it, if they come to me and tell it to me directly, which I appreciate it more, I'd explain to them. Everything is based on standards, of course, but it's also based on what the dog showed me during that show.
How they performed that day.
Yeah, they could be the grand champion yesterday or a while ago, but if they didn't, perform during my show, it's a different story. So I deal with them directly, whatever their question is. I try to tell them whatever I wanted to see, but didn't see. But criticisms with hate, I don't deal with it. I just ignore it, because I'd rather deal with positive things rather than negative things, because there are a lot of positive things that I can do, move forward, rather than dwelling on the negative things. But I can never please anyone. I can never please everybody. I mean, I can never please everybody, but I need to really be firm, and it's a continuous learning process for me. I'm a sponge. I learn from different judges. I learn from different people, even breeders. I learn from them. I'm always a willing listener to all of them. So yeah, it's a learning process to me. I want to teach the world. I want to teach Asian people. I want to share to Asian people. I want to share to my countrymen whatever I learned from my trips abroad. But I'm also willing to learn more, and that's what's more important to me.
Last two questions for
Yeah.
you. Where do you see the movement for the American bully in your country in the next 5 years?
Mhm.
And talk about, the kids coming up. Are they getting involved with the American bully?
Right, good. First of all, 5 years from now, it will be the most popular breed in the Philippines. With the way it's going right now, it will be. Like I told you, it's 3 times a month. And Philippines is smaller than California, probably as the size of Virginia or probably smaller. So we're really into that show thing. So and you know what? Our venues are malls. It's like I see JCPenney here, like
Oh, in the
supermarkets.
mall, wow.
Yeah, mall. Why we choose mall? Because there are a lot of people there. I invented this term, organic growth, for American bullies. It's like people who haven't seen bullies, haven't had an experience with American bullies, who are in the mall, can experience it right there and there, because we're having a show there. So that's how I do it. The last show I had in the Philippines, an ABKC show, I had it in Mall of Asia. It's the biggest mall in Asia. So it's like all people there who doesn't have an idea of what American bully is, they're gonna see, oh, they're badass, but they're gentle. They're good with kids, because it's always a family activity whenever I have shows. It's not just hardcore show, but it's also a family show. With your next question is
The kids getting involved.
yeah, connecting my previous answer to your last question is like, what I do is like, sometimes during the show I interrupt, or I do a break. I make a intermission where I let all puppies, or all kids, to enter the ring with their dogs. We still don't have a systematic junior handler
Okay.
thing in the Philippines, but we're starting to. So I'm like, the next generation is surely can sustain whatever we're having right now, because kids of all ages comes to our show because it's all friendly. We don't tolerate fighting and too much drinking, but we encourage kids to go enter the ring and handle dogs so that we can show people that our dogs are the best breed in the world, and it can be handled by old, young, very young, and very old. So yeah, it's not gonna be a problem on the next generation.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank
and
you,
the
sir.
interview with Bully Talk with Zeb Pits.
Thank you, sir.
All right.